Two things. And it's like,
people are it's like with me, it's like the single thing. I don't need
The festival, like, you're in town, is it correct that you're working on the 24-hour Art School UK?
Me and Soul Culture, we like dabbling, you know, we're just doing things in the studio, bringing in artists, and putting together a little project. I like the whole grime style. I like how they're really into the lyrics here. Is dope. I mean, you know, I'm kind of missing that back home in the States. I mean, you know, there's dope rappers in the States, don't get me wrong, but everybody's kind of, a lot of rappers, I can't say everybody, a lot of MCs are caught up in a certain type of style or a certain type of, you know, thing that everybody's doing. It's like they almost cookie cutting. I mean, if you do your research on me, everyone that I ever worked with was a newcomer. From Jay to Camp Low, you know what I'm saying, to the Sporty Thieves, to anyone that I started with. We always started from the ground up and it just blossomed to whatever it blossomed to, you know?
What happened to the last beat?
Last beat was cool. I don't know, I want to do something else. We could always go back to that. I'm notorious for just making a beat and throwing it away.
Little front sipping champagne, politicking like it's a campaign. Run up on him, snatch his chain. A nigga damn won't do a damn thing. Word? Got a damn thing?
And I think sometimes me being an MC first is kind of like, it's a gift for me when I make beats, because every time I make a beat, I actually imagine myself rapping to it. Like, oh, I would rap to this. If I rap to it, I think anybody rap to it. You know what I mean? That's how I've always felt. So I keep that same mind frame when I'm making the beat all the time.
I don't look at a whole song as a song. I look at it like, ooh, I like that intro. I like how they did that. Or I like how that bass line over here changed. And I like how that did that. And I like how that did that. I wonder if I put them together, will it sound good? You know what I mean? So I take 2 bars here, 2 bars there, 2 bars there, 2 bars there, put it together. It's 8 bars of something, of some kind of chop. And usually, you know, it sounds good. You know, we just listen to samples, we get ideas.
The good samples too.
You know?
So you got that's the kind of foundation, isn't it?
Yeah. I start off with a sample, then I'll have my band come in and replay certain things. Yeah, I mean, sampling, if you think about it, what you're sampling is live instruments. You know what I mean? You're sampling a band that went to the studio and created a song. So, you know, all I'm doing is just bringing that sound to now. You know what I mean? Just using the technology to get the same vibe of what they did back then, but just making the quality sound like now.
I read that there was this story about you being in D&D and there was Jay Z recording at the same time as Biggie, like, and that was quite a special moment for you. Could you explain why?
Well, you know, being in D&D, you run across a lot of people. And at the time we was doing Reasonable Doubt, I think Biggie was working on his second album. And Jay and Biggie, you know, cool, close. But he always had this little friendly competition thing going. Biggie would come in the studio and play a song just to kind of, you know, get under Jay's skin, like, yo, check this joint I just did with Primo. And Jay would be like, because the song would be incredible. Then I would make a beat and they go, yo, go in the studio and play that for Big. I said, check this out, Big. who's that beat for? Jay. You know what I mean? So it was always that back and forth. It was fun, man. Definitely fun.
Just do some drums behind it just to get the basic rhythm of it, you know. These drums are subject to change. I might change the drum sounds, I don't know. You know, but I like the feel of it. It sounds kind of cool right now, you know what I mean? So I know if it sounds cool now, it's gonna sound even iller when it's really put together for real. Matter of fact, let me say this.
Like, do you think that there's a return to kind of having this like one-on-one collaboration album?
Yeah, definitely. That keeps the sound solid. That keeps the sound consistent. And once a producer locks in, like when I locked in with Curren and we did these Power Talk records, I knew him and he knew me and I knew what to give him. So all the songs, you know, from the music, it just drew the picture to what he was saying. And his vocal tones and everything just matched everything perfect, you know what I mean? And we have a lot of producers. Sometimes it turns out good, but 9 times out of 10, it seems like the album's all over the place. You got a club record, you got this kind of record, you got that kind of record, you got that kind of record. So you don't really know the MC's story. You don't know where he's coming from. You don't see his point of view, so you don't really feel him. But with a currency, you feel him because you, from first record to the last record, when that album is done, it feels like you've been on a journey. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you went somewhere. Damn, this dude's cool.
I always felt, for me, it was more fun to, like, you know, just produce your artist. As a producer, you find your artist and you just work and y'all work together for one common goal, and just the outcome is better than, you know, you hustling and breaking your neck and calling labels and, yo, did you get my beat CD or this and that. It's just, that takes the fun out of it, you know what I mean? Just create, and whatever happens, happen. And really, if you're really creating from the heart, you shouldn't even be trying to focus on, you know, selling records or getting record deals or whatever. You should just be making music because you just love to make music, because making music is just dope. You know what I mean? Calling back, telling my mama make it, not complacent with the lifestyle. Feels good, but it's hard to crack a smile when the ones you came up with not around. Roll a joint after picking through the pound. Whole perception done changed. Funny how a 3-hour flight can make your life change. Type things I be thinking on when I'm drifting in and out of herb clouds, hanging on every second of the moment, so you can feel all the memories I come home with. And for those that miss me, I'll be back. Don't trip in the mirror with the shift kit, Oceanside. Doors open wide, trying not to be seasick. Plotting in the tropics, thinking about how I'm gonna run ish back in the States when I leave.